Shame on me for letting Uncle Neil go basically unrepresented on this channel, but we can fix that. But first, special ultra double whacker king thanks to Sean Loomis and Mr. Austin Holland, the Patreon supporter of the cause joinees. I know Austin. I know him from the studio I worked at before I had my own studio. It was called Red House, and he took a band class with my buddy Vince, who played Stone Gossard in my my Pearl Jam cover band. So, small world, Austin. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're finding your time here useful. And Sean, thank you so very much. And today we are doing "Down by the River" by Neil Young and Crazy Horse, of course. So. All right, great song for when you need to entertain your friends for 14 minutes. But the first part is only 2 chords. It's E minor, but it's a special kind of E minor. It's an E minor 7. You could take your middle finger off the D string, exposing a D note to make it an E minor 7, or you could find a D note somewhere else. So keep your whole entire E minor like you had it, and then add B string 3rd fret. That's a D note. So this is also an E minor 7, and I believe it's the one Neil uses in this song. So then we're just going to a regular A chord. Notice how I'm just kind of pressing sometimes, so it's kind of half strummy, half notey, and just very kind of is the gist that goes on the record. Now I watched was it Farm Aid? The one that is 13 minutes long. He's doing his E minor 7, and then he goes, and he makes it an A suspended 2. You know, he's Neil Young. He can do whatever he wants to his own song. I like to use my pinky for this E minor 7. That's cool. It kind of sounds like on the record to me. He might be going, make it a little more bouncy, taking his ring finger off the A. That was the wrong field to go to. That was a messier, more correct feel for this song. And that's it for part 1, E minor 7 and A. That D note, you know, rather than do it here, it gives the whole thing a motion of going rather than, right, if you were to just play regular. You'd be missing that little. Anyways. Now, of course, this song is a huge, giant jam, and that's why it can last for 14 minutes. And as one guitar player, you can't both play the chords and play the solos also, right? But if there are 2 of you, then one of you should be jamming in E minor pentatonic. Open 3, open 2, open 2, open 2, open 3, open 3. Or the same shape starting on the 12th fret, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. That's the shape everybody learns first because it's easy to remember. You can also do the G major pentatonic, which is the same 5 notes, hence pentatonic, as the E minor pentatonic, but it just starts here. So the shape is going to be different. You do My Girl, 3, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5. 2, 4, 3, 5, 3, 5, but there's a lot of this going on in the studio recording, which is open 1, 2. Now that 1 is not in your E minor pentatonic. The astute amongst you might have noticed, but it is a note that you can play. It's called the blue note, and it sounds good. All the notes sound good as long as you look like you meant to do them, but the blue note sounds particularly good. Followed by that open D string, and you can even fit that little move in while you're doing your chords. I just kind of glommed onto that and came up with this. So, oh, by the way, if you like this E minor super 7 with 2 Ds in it, that's great too. Do that one. It's hard to tell which one Neil Young did. Here goes. So do that move, open 1, 2, open hammer, slide, open D, and then open hammer, slide, open E is a cool thing to do. more try. There we go. Not quite flowy. Here we go. That was better. Awesome. When the laws come in, the chords change, and the chords change to C, B minor. Now B minor, of course, is the chord that everyone hates to play. It's on the A string 2, then 4/4, 3, and of course, but even watching Farm Aid, Neil Young played B minor in the least cheaty way, but it's no less B minor. So if you hate B minor, try it this way. 2, 3, 4, 4. So. And then D. So C, B minor, and D. And the chorus, of course, G, D, D, A. G, D, D, A. So both those parts together. C, B minor, D. I'm at that 1 minute mark where the one note solo comes in, since we were doing, the Ramones and their one note solo. It's also an E note. Do the A string, 7th fret. Alright, that's it. I'm muting everything but that A string, and I just want to show you this. This is out of another shape of the E minor pentatonic, but it's good for this song, and it's only 4 notes. So here's a little exercise for you. Grab the 10th fret of the E string and the 12th fret, and the 10th fret of the A string and the 12th fret, and using only those 4 notes, because he spends some time in those 4 notes. It could be, several different places. We can't tell which string he was on from the recording, but it certainly was. See how much you can do. How much you can do with just those 4 notes. For fun, okay? Ooh, you get another box on the 5th and 7th frets of those strings. 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, low E. Right, just 2 little easy shapes, fun for your creativity. Give yourself, put yourself in the trap of only being able to use those 8 notes. And this part, of course, is over the E minor A part. Okay. And when in doubt, just find a high E note, 12th fret of the E string, and make this face. And play it for like 15 seconds. I'm just listening to the whole thing and finding little things that poke out. On the E minor, when you're done with it, you can hammer onto that A string and then pluck either the D string 2 or the D string open, right? So when you go into your A, that's fun. That was D open followed by D2, just to mix it up. Yep, and that's it. There's really only 3 pieces. I just kind of wanted to point out a few fun things that I heard. There's one more box that comes to mind. It's the 10th and 12th frets of the E and B strings. So just for fun, make yourself a whole 14-minute solo with this box and this box. Notice, same exact move, but they're different, notes, so it sounds different. And super cool, yeah, just do that. It's fun. Awesome. Okay, we've done more Neil. We got to do a lot more. So I have a bunch of requests on there, but please don't be shy to request more Neil Young songs. I know there's 9,052 of them, and we should do all of them over the next 30 years. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for that request, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.